Richmond.
Generations of Bay Area viewers turned to him night after night as he delivered the news with a calm, steady presence. KTVU anchor Dennis Richmond was a legendary figure who spent 3 decades behind the desk on the award-winning 10 o'clock news. And this afternoon, we're remembering a treasured member of the KTVU family and someone who was part of the fabric of this community. Today, Dennis Richmond died at the age of 81. Welcome to a special edition of KTVU. I'm Alex Savage.
Good afternoon. I'm Frank Malico. Friends tell us Dennis Richmond died with his wife, Deborah, by his side. She was holding his hand at that time. Here on the KTVU anchor desk, Dennis Richmond was a rock-steady presence, delivering some of the biggest stories in the Bay Area for decades. And few stories were bigger than the 1989 Loma Prieta earthquake. With the power knocked out, Dennis and his co-anchor, Elaine Corral, went on the air in the KTVU parking lot, and they stayed on air for hours without a break as our crews brought the indelible images of that down section of the Bay Bridge and, of course, the collapse of the top deck of the Cypress Freeway in Oakland with his trademark steadfast delivery.
An army of firefighters has so far been unable to stop the onslaught as home after home literally exploded in flames. At last count.
And just 2 years later, another major disaster struck the Bay Area. The East Bay Hills firestorm was raging out of control on October 20th of 1991, with Dennis anchoring live coverage as that devastating fire destroyed homes and took lives.
Do you know if the other people who do carry weapons also carry 10 extra rounds in their pocket?
And Dennis honed his skills as a reporter back in the mid-1970s. The Bay Area, of course, was ground zero as the nation experienced social and political upheaval. He covered the high-profile trial of Supervisor Dan White, who was convicted in the murders of San Francisco Mayor George Moscone and Supervisor Harvey Milk, with sharp questioning of White's attorney.
And another big assignment, the sensational kidnapping and capture and trial of Patty Hearst. Bay Area newspaper Harris was convicted of bank robbery in 1976. Dennis covering the trial of many of those associated with the Symbionese Liberation Army that took her captive. He was known for his no-nonsense delivery, but sometimes he said the job took a toll.
Mudslide hit a house, and there were some young children in there screaming, and their father had one little girl by the hand, and the mud just ripped the girl out of his hand. Just about the time we went on, they found the little girl's body. And it's still emotional.
During Dennis's long career, he crossed paths with many community leaders out in the field and, of course, at the anchor desk.
KTVU's Jenna Katsuyama is joining us now here in the studio with reaction that has been coming in all throughout the day to our KTVU newsroom from many people in the community, Jenna, who are remembering Dennis today.
Yes, Alex and Frank. As journalists, we often cover very difficult topics, hold the powerful to account, and often follow community leaders through many years of big events and tough issues. And one civil rights attorney, John Burris, shared his memories with me today of first meeting Dennis when Dennis was a reporter, and Burris was president of the UC Berkeley African American Law Students Group when they were on strike.
The very first interview